Terence Crawford says Errol Spence fans have now turned into Jerron Boots Ennis fans. Is that fact or fiction? What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red, Sports. Let's talk about it. Alright, y'all. So, Terence Crawford recently gave an interview and he tweeted some things regarding the fan bases of Errol the Truth Spence Jr. and the fan base of Jerron Boots Ennis. You know, I just wanted to break down what Bud had to say for anybody listening.
And like I said before, it's in the contract, so it's not if I'm open to it or not. It's, what's in the contract. Errol gave me an opportunity and a shot becoming the first male boxer, undisputed. I honor, that.
All right, y'all. So what did Bud have to say exactly? Well, he basically said that he feels like the Errol Spence fans have become the new Jerron Boots Ennis fans. And, I think that's kind of funny. I think it's slightly true in a way, but it's kind of funny because, those are all welterweights. Terence Crawford's a welterweight. Jerron Boots Ennis is a welterweight. Errol Spence Jr. is a welterweight. So, naturally, a lot of fans that might not have been hardcore Terence Crawford fans, and they might have been slightly leaned toward Errol Spence, naturally they're going to go to the next guy up, which is Jerron Boots Ennis.
Stop the car! Stop the fucking car! Stop the car! Shit! Sneaky motherfucker, let's get him!
And Jerron Boots Ennis is now a champion, so a lot more people are going to come out in support of Boots, So I don't think it's necessarily that Errol Spence's fans are becoming Jerron Boots Ennis fans simply because they think Jerron Boots Ennis is going to beat Terence Crawford. I think it's just welterweight fans are welterweight fans. And, you can't get behind Keith Thurman. He don't fight. You can't really get behind too many other welterweight fighters because they haven't hit that level just yet. So the next guy up is Boots. So most fans that are looking for a fighter to become a fan of, they're going to either pick between Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, or Boots Ennis because those are the top three names right now.
Don't take this ass whipping personally.
I think it's a little bit of fiction what Terence Crawford is saying. Plus, there's something else. Terence Crawford, he contradicts himself a lot. He says in one breath that, Jerron Boots Ennis doesn't bring anything to the table, but when you were in position the same way that Jerron Boots Ennis was in position, that you were looking for guys to fight you back when you didn't have a title and guys were telling you that you need to go get a title and then I'll fight you. That's the same thing Jerron Ennis just did, Now, be it that he didn't win the title from anybody, he was just the next guy up. He was the number one in the IBF. He eventually was going to get the title, whether he fought somebody for it or whether it was stripped from Terence Crawford and given to him. So I don't think that it's necessarily that he doesn't bring anything to the table. He has the IBF title. So if you want to be undisputed again, which you keep saying, hey, I want to be undisputed this many times, I want to be undisputed in all these different, what's the difference between being undisputed again at 147 and being undisputed at 154 or 160? You're still going to make history if you beat Boots Ennis. So he actually does bring something to the table.
You made me shoot one of my boys in the back of the head.
Now here's the thing about it, Terence Crawford used to complain that he couldn't get the big fights, okay? Now, when people were telling him, well, you don't bring anything to the table, and he would get mad and lash out on people, it wasn't that they were saying that he's not a good fighter. It's that financially you don't bring anything to the table. And that's pretty much what it's become for most all boxers. Once they hit a level, then it's all financial after that. And Terence Crawford contradicts himself a lot. He doesn't want to admit that it's just financial reasons that he doesn't want to fight Boots.
That's bullshit, man! You know what I'm talking about!
It's not that he feels like he's better than Boots skill-wise. It's not that Boots probably won't beat him, because he probably would beat him. It's that he wants a big paycheck in case Boots does beat him. You know, that's the only reason that he feels like Boots don't bring nothing to the table, because Boots has skills, Boots has a good fan base, Boots has a title. So he's not bringing something to the table. It's that financially he hasn't built himself up to a $10 million fighter yet, a $15 million fighter, a $20 million fighter. So if Terence Crawford was to fight him, it would basically be for a small paycheck and a lot of pride and the IBF title back.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
And, you know, there was something else Terence Crawford recently said in the interview, and I played that interview earlier, is that weight classes, you know, and weight in boxing, because I've been having a lot of back and forth with people about weight and Errol Spence Jr., and the reason I think he lost was because Terence Crawford weighted him out. He allowed Errol Spence to balloon up in weight, and he knew that Errol Spence had gotten so big and pretty much outgrown the division, and that he would have a better chance of beating Spence because he would have to drop so much weight to actually meet Terence Crawford at 147. And Terence Crawford leveled so many demands, like he made the fight in the wee hours of the night. Nobody knew the fight was going to actually happen until it actually just popped up out of nowhere. And he knew that Errol Spence had ballooned up in weight, so there was a chance that the weight would play a bigger role in that fight. And then I got a lot of people coming into my comment section saying, you know, weight doesn't matter. Derek James said it wasn't the weight. But Terence Crawford, once again, contradicted himself in an interview when asked a direct question about Gervonta Tank Davis. He said that weight is an issue. He said the reason that he wouldn't go down in weight is because it would be an issue for him.
You know, Tank fight at 135 pounds. I fight at 147 pounds. So that's 2 weight classes apart. You know, that's a big gap.
You could go down a bit, right? That's how You're not going down at all.
At all.
Never.
I'm going up.
To go up to meet you.
Yeah, definitely.
It would be an issue because the interviewer asked him, if you were to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, would you be willing to go down in weight? And he started laughing really hard because he knows what's up. He said, no, I wouldn't go down in weight because I'm going up in weight. You know, my weight is going up. So why would I go down to meet him? Because I'm kind of leaving myself open.
I suggest you kiss my ass. Only way you going home is shot, motherfucker.
And that's basically the same thing that Errol Spence Jr. did. He ballooned up in weight, but he was still the champion. So he had no choice but to drop all that weight to defend his titles versus Terence Bud Crawford. And I think it's kind of funny that, you know, people, they don't want to see that for what it is. They don't want to admit what it was. Errol Spence just got too big for 147. Now, that's not a huge difference between 147 and 154, but even Terence Crawford had to admit that he wouldn't even be willing to go down to 140 because that's 2 divisions in between where he would have to meet Tank at and 147. You know, he would have to actually maybe even go down to 135, which he hasn't fought in a very long time. So if that matters so much, if Errol Spence is walking around like 170, 180, 190 even, why doesn't it matter when he has to drop the weight, but it actually matters if you had to drop 5 or 6 pounds? He said he's not willing to go down, but he's willing to have come up to 147 to meet him. You know, I think Terence Crawford's probably one of the most contradictory fighters ever in history. I think this is the reason that Bob Arum was doing so much, you know, for him and not allowing him to do all this stuff on his own, because once he gets to talking, he just says whatever comes to his mind and not think, and he doesn't think about what he's actually saying before he says it.
I don't know, everybody want to know Terrence's next fight, but Terrence don't even know.
They say, you know, the love of money is the root of all evil, and it kills, steals, and destroys. And people don't realize that because you shouldn't love money. We make money. I don't work for money. We can enjoy money, but that shouldn't be something that you would want to kill your brother over, treat somebody wrong, or make them feel powerless. Well, my whole philosophy is this: love people, use money. Most of us do that the opposite.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. Hit that like button for me. Share, subscribe. Holler at me on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. But you're more than likely to get a response on the tubes, so holler at me over there. If you want to collabo, feature a product or your channel on my channel, feel free to hit my Gmail, because it is a flock of cards at gmail.com. And we are live.
It's the chairman of the board, swerving in the Ford. Game sharp like George Gervin with the sword. I ain't the one to ignore, I'm crushing the norm. School girls let me come in their dorm. When I come and perform, you get to see it live in person. Hot rhyme dispersing, rhyme detergent. Now this a clean flow, Asian, the Latino, black folks, gringos. Niggas know Louis Keys is off the Figaro. State senator, freestyle emperor. Niggas on the block, low or high temperature. Hail or rain, spell my name, K-E-Y-Z, getting mail from game. Got a dime on the side, don't tell my dame. With an attitude, like fuck your favorite MC unless it is me. Now listen close to what I say. Louisville niggas getting killed every day. Nigga trying to get a little money every way. From the streets to the stage, trying to get paid. They hear your boys spit some heat and they out fat. They see your boy on the streets and they out fat. Monster Squad on the beat, yeah they out fat. I know niggas that I'm smoke the blunt and then eat the roach like Fur Factor. I ain't a queer rapper on a John Deere tractor. I'm a real nigga. Let me say it again. I'm a real nigga, and I'm playing to win. Louis Keys finna kill him with the flow. Weed man, show me love, give him 64 or O. That's why I ride around cigarillas full of dro. Now you a real nigga, you a nigga that should know. But if a nigga don't know, now he does. If he wasn't talking shit, treat him like he was. See, I'm just a young nigga trying to get a buzz, either off a CD or a couple buzz. Yeah, them little dimes wanna fuck with us, cause we got a few drinks and a couple drugs. With an attitude like fuck your favorite MC unless it is me. Louis Keys, to what I say. Louisville niggas getting killed every day. Nigga trying to get a little money every way. From the streets to the stage, trying to get paid. They hear your boys spit some heat and they out fat. They see your boy on the streets and they out fat. Monster Squad on the beat, yeah they out fat. I might chill with a freak, yeah I'm no gangster. But I know players that'll run in your crib like Cosmo Kramer. But it ain't a sitcom, a nigga spit bombs. I hope you're coming for war, I'm coming with Nam. Viacom, even the realest niggas sang along. Even the baddest bitches bring them home with me. And here's a heads up, you can go and get the doctor. A straight shot, I hit your papa in his knickerbockers. A nigga South said it's rough out there. Lil' Dam's getting live for a puff out there. And this nigga still playing the tough role, just so they can get their face placed on their brush clothes. Is it really worth it? Niggas really nervous. I'm on top of my game and I'm feeling perfect. With an attitude like fuck your favorite MC unless it is me, Louis Keys.